Stephen A., who's better at 33, Kobe or was MJ?
Well, I'm not going to go by the age. The fact of the matter is that you got to say that Michael Jordan was better simply because you look at the numbers, you look at the fact that he only had 10 years in the league, not only, but 10 years in the league. He was averaging about 29 points a game, shooting about 48% from the field, was en route to his 5th world title. This is what he does. But when you look at Kobe Bryant, I mean, I am one of those guys, Skip, that I believe it's blasphemous for anybody to be compared to Michael Jordan because he's the greatest that I've ever seen. I have always maintained that. I didn't want to hear anything about Kobe, especially since Kobe had lost at least 2 NBA Finals in 08 to Boston, 04 to the Detroit Pistons. Just got beat down in both series, and that never happened to Michael Jordan. And Michael Jordan never even allowed an NBA Finals to go to a Game 7. He always took you out beforehand. But when you look at the fact that this guy has 16 years on his body, nearly 50,000 minutes in the NBA of playing NBA basketball games, what he is doing this season in his 16th year, forget the fact that he's 33, it's 16 years in the NBA with 50,000 miles on your body, or 50,000 minutes on your body. And this is what Kobe Bryant is doing, averaging 28 points a game, still one of the elite players in the game. Even Michael Jordan hasn't done that. I got to tip my cap to Kobe in that regard. In terms of this specific question, I have never seen anybody or any reason to draw comparisons. There's only one other time that I thought it was a comparison when somebody asked me who was better at age 21, all right, between LeBron and Michael Jordan, you know, just because of the age factor, and LeBron was a freak of nature. But that's all I use. 16 years in the NBA is 16 years in the NBA. And Michael Jordan has done pretty much everything I could possibly imagine, except this. I got to give Kobe his props on that.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to give you only this. I have never seen a resurgence from a year 15 to year 16 the way I just saw in Kobe Bryant. And I must bring up the fact that Kobe went to Germany for an experimental procedure on his knee.
And
it's worked.
Controversial, but legal by NBA standards. At least it's not illegal yet. I'm not even sure what it was. I don't know if it was blood spinning. I'm not sure exactly what it was. PRP shots, as
like
Jay
that.
and I have had.
Yes.
I don't know exactly. But he went to Germany, and he came back rejuvenated. That Kobe that we saw, and you personally witnessed in the playoffs against Dallas last year, that guy is gone. This is a new guy. He went back, I thought he put about 5 years on his life this year. Got a little spring in his hop, a little bit.
Yep.
A little more, just a little more energy. Played with energy more this year. But Stephen A., now I got to get back to the numbers. Kobe Bryant took the most shots this year that he'd taken in 6 years. He took the 3rd most shots in his career this year.
Yes,
I thought he wanted to win a scoring title, and then I was pleasantly surprised that he backed off before that last regular season game in Sacramento and said, I give up, let Durant have it. But he led the league in shots, as Michael Jordan always led the league in shot attempts. And yet, Michael Jordan, if we go back to the age 33 year, which would be the middle of the second 3 championships in Chicago, Michael made 49% of his shots. Kobe at 33 this year made 43%. So Kobe wasn't nearly as effective or productive with the shots taken as Michael was. So okay, I'm not sure that Kobe did his team all that much good leading the league in shots attempted.
But here's the part. Here's the part that you're missing, Skip. Let me educate you, my man. You look at Bynum, you look at Gasol. Yeah, they may get rebounds, but then you're bringing up the court and a half court set, and you're just doing what you do if you're Kobe. A lot of Michael Jordan's points, not most of them, not all of them, but a lot of them came via the fast break. Why? You had the big 3, not just rebounding for you, but you had Scottie Pippen creating steals with Jordan. You had them pressuring the basketball. You had them pushing the ball up the floor. So there were a lot of easier shots that Michael Jordan was able to get that Kobe Bryant doesn't necessarily get, because the Lakers don't have that kind of arsenal that Chicago had at its disposal to play alongside Jordan, and that contributes to Jordan having a higher shooting percentage and appearing to be more proficient and efficient than Kobe Bryant. Don't forget that part.
And don't forget, Michael Jordan had Bill Winnington at center.
No,
like that?
not just Bill Winnington. He
You
had
like
Bill
that?
Winnington, he
I
had
know,
Bill
but Skip, what
Cartwright,
about Stephen
he had
A's
Luke
point?
Longley. They had a whole bunch of 7-footers. Go ahead.
It seems like a fair point, Skip.
I think it's an unfair point because Kobe still has the two best skilled big men in basketball, and
Hold
he
it, wait a minute,
refuses
wait
to
a minute.
feed them on a
That's
nightly
bogus.
basis.
That's
He
bogus.
refuses
That's
to
bogus.
feed the
That's
beast that is
bogus.
Bynum.
That is
he
bogus.
takes shots
You
that he
know
doesn't
it.
need to take.
Oh,
High
please.
degree of
They pick and
difficulty,
choose when to show up.
fallaways from the corner. Kobe jack it up when he's got the greenest light in the history of basketball. And where does it
stop
get the
it.
Lakers?
Stop it.
It gets
Let
them
me tell you
beat
something right now.
against Denver. It got
Well,
them
you
beat.
can say that. We don't know that yet. That's number one. Number two, and more importantly, you got a 24-year-old who you have acknowledged and ordained and anointed as the best big man in the game.
Yeah,
who
he's
picks
the real
and chooses
king,
when to show up.
not James.
Who picks and chooses. See, there you go, taking a swipe at LeBron again. But you pick and choose. You pick and choose with LeBron. I'm sorry, with Andrew Bynum, when to take nights off and when to come play. We know he can ball, but he picks and chooses when to play.
Yeah, he came to
Andrew
play, and Kobe
Gasol-
wouldn't let him play.
Listen,
Kobe took
listen,
32
Pau Gasol-
shots the other night to 8 for Andrew Bynum.
Zip
That's
it.
4 times
I
as many.
am talking.
Come on.
Listen and learn.
Yeah, I'm
Last
teaching.
year during the playoffs, Pau Gasol, some people were speculating that, you know what, that he didn't show up because he was emotionally distraught over personal issues. Kobe Bryant has had to deal with a whole bunch of stuff Jordan never had to deal with. These boys came to play, they came to deliver, they came to produce, and Boston and Jordan, being the great one that he is, clearly benefited from that too. But I'm not saying,
Hey.
don't ignore that.
Hey,
Don't ignore what Kobe has had to deal with.
Hey, if Michael had Bynum and Gasol, he would have swept every finals he played. Trust me.
That's not true.
Yes,
That's
he
not
would
true.
have.